In this next video, we're going to be joining Jones County Sheriff Office in pursuit of a looks like a sports sedan, a Honda sports sedan, white in color. And actually, this individual is a male driver. He has his girlfriend and a baby on board. And for some reason or another, he decided he wants to run from the police just because he has a suspended license. So let's go ahead and get into this video, and afterwards I will come back and give you my commentary. And you're going to be joining another episode of Patrol and Performance. And I'm your host, John Chaff. We're joining Jonesboro, or Jones County Sheriff Office. Deputy Travis Walker. It's Jones County, Georgia. They pulled over this vehicle, and the driver decided not to stick around and took off on the deputies, and the deputies now in pursuit of this vehicle. Boy, that BMW boy can run. We got a good pit maneuver. Looked like she didn't recover and took off again. Boy, that's a fast car. I'm a Corvette man myself. I don't care too much for a BMW, but I can say it's a fast car. To me, the BMW is nothing more than a family sedan with a super-up engine. But it is fast. As you can see, Jones County having a hard time trying to catch up with this vehicle. Looks like she slammed on it. Oh, wow. Yeah, she's fast, but she can't outrun this police unit. Unbelievable. All this over a traffic violation. And keep in mind, people, when you do this, you turn a minor traffic violation into a fleeing or eluding felony. we can say about this driver, and that is she can drive. Speed 120 some miles an hour. You're gonna be pitted again. Unfreaking believable. Keep in mind, you got a big truck behind you. You got a good pit again. And again, I'd like to welcome you guys back to Patrol and Performance. And I'm your host, John Shaft. And you got another idiot, a young person as usual. Think that it's the end of the world just because he's being stopped by a law enforcement officer simply because he was speeding. And he has suspended license. And this driver, he had his girlfriend in the vehicle with him, along with their young baby, which is definitely a no-no. I mean, why would you put your family at risk of being in an accident and being killed or something like that, or seriously injured, all simply over a speeding ticket, or either a no driving license or a suspended license ticket? It's better to just pull over, accept the consequences. And if you want to fight, fight it out in court. If you can't afford an attorney, the court will appoint an attorney for you, to you, if you can't afford one. So this kind of action and things of this matter is just it's unnecessary. It's unnecessary. It doesn't make sense. And why would you put your family at risk, especially a little baby? Imagine now if he had a wreck his vehicle, and that baby was hurt, all because of his stupidity. And as you can see, these high-speed chases are very dangerous for the suspect involved and the pursuing officers, and also the motoring public, and also whoever else is in the vehicle with these clowns when they decide they don't want to stop. And so I have seen this too often myself in my law enforcement career. I see a nutcase that decides he don't want to stop all over, but just because of a traffic citation. A law enforcement officer get behind you, and you don't have your ducks in order. Just pull over and accept the consequence. You ain't more likely you're not going to jail. You're not going to prison. There's nobody going to execute you. You might have to pay a citation or two. But you live, man. You live to see another day. Fleeing from a law enforcement officer is that's a felony in itself. Minor traffic tickets, speeding, no driving license, suspended driving license. In most cases, they'll let you go with just a traffic citation, and it's a misdemeanor. So there's no need to get out there and try to run from these officers. And not only are you putting yourself at risk, and in this case, this guy with his baby on board, the baby is at risk, and you're putting the motoring public at risk as well. Because these officers, man, they're not going to back down. You're talking about a highly trained individual when it comes to pursuit driving. And most of you people out there, average, normal, everyday citizens, you're not trained to drive in this manner. So why would you want to put yourself at risk all over a simple traffic ticket? And the best thing to do is just pull over, accept the citation, and if you have to, you can hire yourself a lawyer, and then you go on about your business. You don't have to worry about your car being towed, your car being wrecked from a pit maneuver, you going to jail. It just carries too much of a risk to run from these people. That's something I never done. And you're looking at a Corvette owner. So I drive a Corvette. I remember several times coming up on an officer, and I was speeding. I was guilty of it. This one incident I can remember. I was traveling on this highway at night, and I was driving normal speed, and this individual was in front of me, and he kept picking at me because I was driving the speed limit. I think the speed limit was like about 60 miles an hour, and I'll drive 60 miles an hour. Then he'd come around, he'd get in front of me, and he'd slow down. And he kept doing it. He just come around me and slow down because he seen me just driving normal. What he was driving, he knew. He could not outdo me. He could not outrun my vehicle. I have a 200-mile-an-hour car, and it's a legalized race car. And so finally, I got tired of his shenanigans. And I downshifted because I have a manual transmission, 7-speed, 406 horsepower vehicle. Oh yeah, you ain't gonna, yeah, right. You ain't gonna beat that unless you got something really, really serious. You got a normal everyday vehicle, you ain't beating that. And so I downshifted, and I admit the vehicle got away from me because it just take. Just that second like that for that vehicle to hit triple digit, and so it got up to 108 or something like that, maybe 114. And I topped because I was trying to get away from this individual, and I also going up the road and then slow back down. I topped the hill, and it's pitch black at night. I topped the hill and come down on the other side, and their trooper sit, Alabama trooper, sitting in the dark. Hey, I must have went past him going 3 digits. And yeah, he came at me, and I just pulled over. I pulled over and waited for him to catch up. And when he called up, he said, what you, why you driving so fast, drop? I said, hey, it got away from me. And I was guilty of it, but it just got away from me, and I just wasn't paying no attention and trying to get away from the other vehicle that was messing with me. And so the moral of the story is I got 2 traffic citations from that ordeal. And so only thing I did was got myself a lawyer and paid my traffic fines. And I could have easily outran him because I had a head start. It just wasn't no way for him to catch up with me, even though he was driving a Dodge Charger. A Dodge Charger and catch up with a Corvette. Yeah, good luck. And so I paid my tickets and went on about my business. See, I didn't go to jail. I didn't try to outrun them, even though I could have, but I didn't. And I pulled over and I accept the consequence. And that's what you young people today need to learn to do. When you're in the wrong and you're caught, accept the consequences and go on about your business. And then that way you live to see another day without your vehicle being towed up, without going to jail, and without having upgraded charges launched against you. Well, that's going to end it for this video. Shout out to Jones County Sheriff Office and Deputy Travis Walker in this pursuit for bringing this pursuit to a safe conclusion. We ask you again to, if you would, support the channel simply by liking, sharing, and subscribing. And then don't forget to hit that notification button so you will know when we are doing a upload. And that's going to do it for this video. And we will see you in the next one. Again, we thank you for watching.